Hey, welcome to the 0th edition or the trailer for 5 Minute Edition. It's a new little web series that we're going to do every week where we basically just, in a colloquial level, talk about our beers. We could talk all day about isomerization and utilization percentages and the nitrogen content of malt and all these little bits of esoterica, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to talk like we talk around the brewery about beers that we taste, our own beers, just kind of a heuristic and thumbnail sketch of what we're tasting in order to describe the beers on a way that we talk to guests and frankly each other about beer, not on a extremely technical level and not on a very formal level. It's kind of informal. We're just going to sit around the table. Sometimes it'll be just me. Sometimes we'll bring in Dennis, who's behind the camera. He's like the guy behind the glass. Roz on Frasier, and I'm dating myself. But bring in Zane, Aaron, Eric, Craig, Courtney, people around the brewery, and just talk about our beers. So doing this in the morning. What is today?
Today's Friday, the 26th.
Friday the 26th. Today I think we're going to drop episode 1, which we're going to talk about a series of beer that we are just about ready to produce or release. It's the Lost Year series, which is going to be some barrel-aged stuff, but sometimes we'll leave this office and we'll go out and we'll talk about, hey, we have a new nitro beer, or hey, this is what a side pull is about, or whatever it is that we have going on around the brewery. Anyway, I hope you'll join us later today, and then every week. I think we're hoping to get one every Friday. Sometimes I'm sure we're going to be late on that, but we're going to give it our best shot. So thanks for tuning into this, and I hope to see you later on today. Cheers. Oh, by the way, what does 5-minute edition mean? So when you add hops to your boil during the brewing process, you add some right at the beginning of your boil, or for an hour's long boil, to isomerize alpha acids. Mainly that is a bitterness addition. Subsequent additions during the boil achieve like an aroma or a flavor of hops less on the bitterness side. So brewers typically call my 60-minute addition, my 90-minute addition, my Whirlpool edition. A 5-minute addition of hops is typically an aroma hop addition. It takes place 5 minutes before the end of the boil, and since these are all going to be around 5 minutes long, and we were just going to call it, hey, 5 minutes on beer with Royal Docks, and 5-minute addition just sort of came organically out of that. So that's what 5-minute addition means. I'm never going to say that again during these series because it's almost too technical, but it is kind of cool. We're going to call it 5-minute edition, ED, but then it's difficult for people to even make the jump to what 5-minute edition means, much less putting the edition on it as a play on words that means something only to me and like a handful of people in the building. But anyway, that's what it means. Again, thanks for joining me today, and hopefully later on in the afternoon when we drop episode 1 of 5-minute edition.